Sergio Aragonés Groo the Wanderer, limited edition cold cast sculpture, cheese dip. I have one of these, and today I'm going to clean it up, tidy it up, restore it. Hi, I'm Darren. These are my hands. This is a limited edition, number 326 of 750, porcelain cold cast sculpture by Sergio of Groo the Wanderer and Rufferto. The title of the sculpture is Cheese Dip. And wow, this is something I don't think that I ever thought that I would own. But here it is. Thank you very much, Mr. Shayne Buckley, for sending this in. This was given to me. One of my viewers, Shayne Buckley, very generous fellow, obviously, had 2 of these. He managed to get his hands on a second one. It has obviously been in a place somewhere. Well, you can see like it's got all sorts of little grease spots, or maybe those are like, I don't know, smoking yucky bits all over it. It's pretty dusty until I dusted it off, but it's one of 750. Thank you, Shayne. He is a true Groo friend, and he has sent this along to me. So what am I going to do with it today? I'm going to try to clean it up. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm going to try on an inconspicuous spot on the back first. But basically, I'm going to be using soap and water, warm water. I've got some hydrogen peroxide. I've got some isopropyl alcohol. I don't know if I'm going to bust those out or not. I'm going to be careful. It says made in China on the bottom, this little stickery thing. I'm going to be careful about that. I'm going to be careful about these little rubber feetsies. I'm going to try the back first. All right. So let me get my stuff out, and I'll give this a go. Okay, let's give this a go. Can you see that? Right in here. This is where I'm going to try first. It's got a lot of the little speckles. I'm presuming this is like either grease or tar or just some sort of dust that has settled and gooped on here. See what happens. Just some warm water, warm soapy water. See if we take off dirt or if we take off paint. I don't know. Should I be using this Q-tip or should I just get in there with a toothbrush? Let's see what happens here. How does that look? Does it look any better? Well, when I rub it, it feels smoother. It doesn't feel like the little bumpy tacky bits like this. It doesn't look like it took off any of the paint. I'm feeling confident enough that I will get in here a little bit more with this toothbrush. See what happens. Be careful not to bump these delicate splashy bits here. Or Rufferto's tail. I think the real test will be on Groo's fingers and his forearms. That's where you can really see it the most on his light skin. I got some water over here, just a second. I understand the importance of drying as well after I clean. Let's dry that off. I don't know, what do you think? How about over here? Oh yeah, it's definitely loosening some of those gross bits for sure. This is going to do it. All right. I guess it's just a matter of doing one part at a time, taking my time, getting that done right. Yeah, this is going to work. Or at least this isn't damaging things right now. Now I thought that this part of the Groo sculpture would be not as glazed, at least as much as the surface of the pool of cheese dip is here, right? So you've got like this area here, the brown, bubbly, goopy mud puddle. And that looks like it'll be shiny. But Groo's skin and his jerkin and Rufferto seem to be pretty matte. Let's try Groo's hand. See Groo's hand there? See all the freckles? See those freckles on Groo's hand? I'm going to try to clean those off and see what kind of result we get. Oh yeah, I can already tell. That feels better already. Might not get it all off first try here, but I think it will come clean. And it's hard to get into some of these little bits. I gotta be careful how I'm holding them too. This is a limited edition. One of 750. Let's check this out now. Gotta be careful not to drop this guy or break any bits. Yeah, that's good. That's working. Take a look at that. Take a look at his hand there. It is coming clean. This is going to work. All right. Two other things that I'm a little bit curious about. I want to clean the surface of the pool here. I think this will be pretty easy to do. I think I'm less worried about this because it seems to be more glazed than Groo himself. So I think that'll be okay. But Rufferto, I'm not sure how he is painted. If he's got... I'm just concerned about cleaning, especially his back and the dark paint. Yeah, I don't want this to start running or something like that. So that'll be another thing to test. But I think if that works good, then I think everything is going to work out pretty A-okay. So let me clean the base here, and we'll see how that turns out. Couldn't get in here with the toothbrush, so I have to go in with the cotton swab. I think I'll be able to get... Okay. Remember, finish with this one. When I get there, I'm done. Okay, here we go. Do some more. Interesting thing about soap is that while it, I don't know, would you say it bonds to dirt and grease? Well, it does that. If you don't get rid of the soap afterwards, you're just going to have more dirt and grease attaching to it. That's why shampooing your carpets, you've got to be so careful to rinse it. Because if you don't, if there's soap left in your carpets, then it's going to end up attracting so much more dirt. Forgot to do this. You were supposed to remind me. Why didn't you remind me? Oh, look at the little pouch and skull. Nekutsa? Is that what we learned what it was called? Okay, so I'm just kind of taking water, squeezing it on the base. And we're just going to have to dry this all off. Okay. I am super curious to take a look at before and after photos because it's looking good to me here. Like, I'm liking what I'm seeing here, but it's hard to tell really what the difference is going to be until I can see the pictures side by side. But that's looking good. That hand is good. Maybe I will keep on scrubbing Groo, and I'll get back to you when it is time to scrub Rufferto. Sound good? Okay, I'm just taking a pause here because I want to point out something that I'm noticing. I'm not quite scared of it yet, but I am noticing it. Now, this is something I noticed before I started cleaning this figure up, was that the back of Groo's hands here, like take a look at the back of his hands and then look between his fingers. You can see that the back of his hand is lighter and it's pinkier between his fingers. Now, this is something that I had noticed before I started cleaning the figure. I presume that Groo was sitting in a place where he was getting sunshine on him. Perhaps this side of his arm, perhaps here. He's looking pinker on this side. I think that this fading had happened before I received Groo. I've scrubbed in here, in his biceps, and that's still looking pinky. Back of his arm, top of his hand is not looking as pink. I don't think that I'm taking off the color. I hope I'm not taking off the color. Maybe I will do the front of Groo's hands here. Again, really scrub in here. See if it takes away any of the pink. All right. I'm feeling better about this. I'm feeling good about this. Still pink there, still light here. I don't think that I'm taking off any of the color. I can do this arm next. Look at all this. See if you can see that. You can see all the gunge speckles on his shoulder. I'm going to try cleaning up this arm now. And I will watch for loss of color. And color bleed from Rufferto's footsies. I don't know. Maybe I scrubbed harder on the back. Does it look less pink on the back of his arm now? Definitely doesn't look as white as this does. Like this almost has a bit of a bluish tint to it. This is definitely pink over there. Don't know if that's totally clean. But so much better. That's great. So I've done this arm, this hand, Rufferto's nose, and this back portion of Groo's jerkin, and the whole base. I am going to try Rufferto next. What is the least conspicuous part of him? I think if I was going to look at Groo from an angle, I would probably look at him more from this side, not this side. So maybe I'll do Rufferto's leg here. Or maybe I'll just do his back. Scrub on this doggy's toes. How often does Groo have a bath? Yearly? Maybe? The dirt on Rufferto's leg here to start with. It's much more noticeable on Groo's paler skin. All right, let me take a close-up look at this. It does not look to me as though Rufferto's spots or his darker fur is bleeding. So, and like what I mean is like the color is not, doesn't look like it's running to me. So I'm going to do his back. I'm going to do the toothbrush. I'm going to brush gently. Yes, I do feel awkward about scrubbing Rufferto's butt. Okay, I'm going to do something I haven't done yet. Okay. It's looking good. Looks good to me. Doesn't look like it's fading. Doesn't look like it's streaking or... What I mostly was concerned about was that the colors would run. I wonder, did the colors run? Like, is this yellow lighter than it was before? Was Rufferto really yellow on his collar all the way around? Or, again, was this the same side that was faded on Groo's arm and Groo's collar here? Or is it because the sculpture has taken in a bit of water and it's damp? Normally, doesn't dampness make it look a little bit brighter? I don't know. Is it fading it a bit? Certainly making it look cleaner. Like I look at this and I see, wow, the spots are gone. Like the bits of tar or grease or I don't know what that dust muck gunk was. Those little bits are gone though. And it looks so much better. Like it does not look like it came out of a gross place. By the way, Shayne, who gave this to me, he did not make this sculpture gross looking. He takes good care of his stuff. He is a careful collector. I know because I've seen some of his stuff. That's right, Groo, I'm cleaning your nose now. So this is not disgusting little gross bits from Shayne. Shayne just picked this up and it was kind of grody to the max where he picked it up from. He didn't make it awful. He just made me happy through his generosity. Yeah, I can see pink here and not pink on this side. Like I can't imagine that this area here would not be affected like this area here and this side here. I don't know. Like this side of his face is pinky. I just cleaned it. And this side of his face is looking lighter to me. All right. I'm going to finish cleaning Rufferto and Groo up, and then we'll take a look at how it turned out. I guess I'm glad that I didn't have to take out the hydrogen peroxide or the isopropyl alcohol. This was just done with dish detergent, warm water, a soft bristled toothbrush, some cotton swabs, and some tender love and care. All right, I think that this has come pretty clean, and I'm really glad to see, like you can see Rufferto's collar here. It is definitely pale and is definitely bright here. And you can see on Groo's arm, pink, pale, pink. So, in his face, pale, pink. So I don't think that it was my cleaning that has changed the color at all on this statue. I think that it was just left sitting, probably getting some sunshine on it for too long. It just kind of bleached in the sun a bit. I'm really happy with how this turned out. This looks really good. Let me clean under your nose there, Groo. Got a little bit of something there. Got a little bit of something under your nose. It's pretty special. And yeah, it's turned out really good. So let's take a look at some side-by-side pictures here, some before and afters. Yeah, let me know if you think that this exercise that I engaged in here, this cleaning, was the right thing to do or not. Did I improve my Groo statue, or do you think I may have damaged it? It really does look so much better to me now. All those freckles that were all over Groo's face and hands and arm, they're all gone. He looks clean. He feels smooth. This will take pride of place in my collection of Groo memorabilia. Thank you again, Shayne Buckley, truly a Groo friend, for sending me this lovely statue. Sometime soon I will take a really close look at this statue. I've got so many thoughts about maybe how it was made or how it expresses Groo in 3 dimensions that we don't get when we read the comics. This is just a wonderful piece. Thank you for watching me restoring this Groo statue. If you like Groo the Wanderer, if you're a fan of Sergio Aragonés, then you will probably enjoy the videos that I make on this channel. So make sure you're subscribed. Please give this video a like, turn on your notifications, and I'll see you again soon when I'll be back with some more GrooTube. Take care, everybody. Look at that, eh? That's turned out really well. I could just sit here and enjoy this statue for hours.